and welcome back to Virtual Storytime from the Newark Public Library. As always, we are, hello Kaylee Cat, we are recording this live story stream on land that rightfully belongs to the Lenape Indian tribe. And if you are tuning in from anywhere in our fair city of Newark, New Jersey, you are probably on land that rightfully belongs to the Lenape Indians as well. I am your host, Mix Alley. That is mix just like mixing bowl, not to be confused with Miss, Ms., Mr., or Mrs., because, as you can see, I'm not a boy, nor am I a girl. I am a non-binary unicorn. And my steadfast storytelling companion is a boy unicorn. Please put your hands together for the one and only Jonathan Van Unicorn! Hello, everyone! Good afternoon to... Oh my goodness, Mix Alley. I'm so sorry, Jonathan. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Huh. It's so good to see everyone. Good afternoon to you. Jonathan, how's your day going? Oh, it's been quite lovely, but I've been looking forward to this afternoon all day. Why is that, my dear friend? Because we're starting a new chapter book! Oh my goodness, I can scarcely sit still! I am really excited about that too, Jonathan. I am delighted that you share my enthusiasm. That's right, we finished reading Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie last Friday, so today we are going to start a brand new chapter book called The Lotteries Plus One by Emma Donahue. Mix Alley, how did you choose this particular book? Great question, Jonathan. The reason I thought that it would be fun to read The Lotteries Plus One, for one, it's just a book that I really love, and so I'm excited to share it with everyone. But the reason that it seemed like a really great book to read right now is that we've been talking a lot about how Black Lives Matter and how that's been coming up in the news a lot lately. We have been talking about Pride Month and how it's important to treat members of the LGBTQ plus community equally and fairly and kindly. And The Lotteries Plus One is told from the perspective of a 9-year-old girl. She's our main character. Her name is Sumac Lottery, and she lives with her 2 moms, her 2 dads, and her many siblings. A lot of them have different colored skin from each other, and they all love each other a lot. And so I thought that this would be a fun way for us to read more about characters who are like the other people that we've been talking about on the show lately. Oh, that's marvelous! All right, well, I'm just about ready to listen, Mix Alley, but could we do an anti-anxiety exercise first, just in case anyone out there watching is feeling a little bit worried this afternoon? Of course we can, Jonathan. All right, let's do a few breaths. As Jonathan said, Kaylee, what you need? What you need, baby? Maybe Kaylee's feeling anxious. Yeah, well, if she is, I sure hope that this helps. We've been talking a lot about how sometimes you might feel anxious, which means fearful or worried, and it's normal to feel that way. Everybody does sometimes. Even unicorns! That's right. But there are things you can do when you feel that way to make yourself feel braver and feel more ready to go on and do whatever brave, good work you need to do. So, together, Jonathan, let's do a few deep breaths, and then hopefully everyone will be able to move on and enjoy story time, no matter what else they're going through today. All right, that sounds wonderful. All right, I will lead us in 5 deep breaths, okay? Everyone breathe in and hold your breath for about 4 seconds. And then let your breath out. Lovely. All right, that was 1. Let's do 4 more. 2. Here's the 3rd one. Let's go. Number number 4. Breathe in. And out. And finally, number 5. Make this one really juicy. All right, breathe in. Ooh, marvelous, everyone. Thanks so much, Jonathan. Do you feel ready to relax and listen to a story now? I certainly do. All right, excellent. So, in the first chapter of The Lotteries Plus One by Emma Donoghue, we are going to meet our main character, who we've already said is named Sumac Lottery. We're also going to meet many of the people she lives with, her parents, her brothers, her sisters. And what this book is about how hard it is for Sumac when she gains a new family member. It's her grandfather. We're going to get to know a little bit in this first chapter why at first Sumac feels a little uncomfortable when she meets her grandfather. But we're going to start by reading a little bit about this family that we're going to get to know in The Lotteries Plus One. Oh, and before we get started, Emma Donoghue, the author of The Lotteries Plus One, dedicates it to my mother, Frances Patricia Rutledge Donoghue, with love and thanks for all the conversations. All right, so here we've got a picture of what Sumac's family looks like. There are a lot of people in it. And there's a little bit of writing here that explains more about why this family looks the way it does. Once upon a time, a man from Delhi and a man from Yukon fell in love, and so did a woman from Jamaica and a Mohawk woman. The two couples became best friends and had a baby together. So we've been talking a lot about the LGBTQ plus community and how a lot of people in that community are either men who fall in love with men or women who fall in love with women. And in this family, 2 men fell in love, 2 women fell in love, and they were all best friends, so they decided to have a family together. When they won the lottery, they gave up their jobs and found a big old house where their family could learn and grow some more. Okay, so this family has 4 parents. We've got 1 dad, 2 dads, 1 mom, 2 moms, and they've got all of these children. We're going to learn a little bit more as the story goes on about how they found all of these children. Some of them they had in hospitals with some help from doctors. Others they adopted with the help of people like social workers. We're going to learn more about all of that as we read more about this family. Now, Sumac Lottery, age 9, is the 5th of 7 kids, all named after trees. With their 4 parents and 5 pets, they fit perfectly in the Toronto home they call Camelottery. But the one thing in life that never changes is that sooner or later, things change. So here is Sumac with her 6 brothers and sisters and her 4 parents and some of their pets. She's going to be telling us this story about what it was like for her when something in her big, wonderful family changed. Chapter 1, The Dormant Grandfather. Only 8 people at breakfast today, which feels weird. Sumac's 3 eldest sibs